A man approaches with his weapon drawn. Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood.
I used to
Or
be
swords
an
don't even have a...
like you.
Don't think
Then
you
I
can
took an
boss
arrow
respect
in
like
you.
one of
You
those
couldn't
damn
possibly be the
shopkeepers.
Dragonborn of legend. Could you?
Everything's all right. I worry about the other settlements.
Yesterday, I headed northeast.
Prime targets for those damn dragons. Roriksted's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a guard. If a dragon attacks, well, then it'll be a different story.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good night.
So I'm just not allowed in yet. Well, ever again, really. Sucks swallowing that jokes. MAGA hat. MAGA hat. Playing Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5, and an American House of Wolves. I am proud to be American. Where at? Ah, fuck. I am proud to be American. Well, at least I know I am furry. I'm gonna read a book.
Guard might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
I can literally just walk in here. Can I pickpocket? I can feed him. Oh wait, no, I can feed on him. That's nice. Times do I just drink until he's like donezo?
We've driven the Imperials out of White Run. This is good. Very good. We now control the center. It's a powerful position.
I don't know why the combat is having a seizure, like the combat music.
Ice Phase now. The thick blood of our land has seeped into your heart. Here, take this. It's an Imperial officer's sword. A fitting weapon to use against our enemy. I suspect you'll be of greater use to us with greater freedom. So you're free to engage the Imperials as you see fit. But I also want you to find our hidden camp in Fort Greene. Galmar will have special tasks for you, and will need you when we liberate the capital.
It's 6 measures of rest, and then
Talos guide you.
Free. What do you give me?
The Empire's ravenous hunger for Skyrim silver makes them fierce. But rest assured, we'll win the Reach and wrest it from their greedy paws.
Look at his nose.
Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. I killed Torg to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself? I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was committed. True, he didn't stand a chance against me. But that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a High King of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torg. He was too privileged and too foolish. More interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country. There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations. For too long, he's been hand-picked by the Emperor, and given emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls addicted to Imperial coin. It's time we had a real High King, one of our own making.
Freaking love him though, like... It's American as he can get without being American.
It means you have the dragon blood. You have an inborn ability to use your voice the way dragons do. The old tales tell of dragonborn heroes who slew dragons and took their power. It seems those tales are true, with the dragons returning, and now a dragonborn appearing. Maybe the Greybeards know what it all means. I know more than most. I trained with the Greybeards at High Hrothgar when I was a boy. The Way of the Voice is an ancient, spiritual form of magic in which you project your vital essence into a thume, or shout. Most people would need to train for years before they could even attempt a single shout. The Dragonborn is different. You have an inborn ability to shout, the same way dragons are said to.
It's like my mom.
They live in seclusion near the top of the throat of the world, the great mountain of Skyrim. They're masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. It's a great honor for them to summon you. They speak to very few. In fact, they hardly speak at all. I studied with them when I was young. They taught me how to shout. Yes, they chose me when I was just a lad. It was a great honor, of course. I was to become a graybeard myself. I spent almost 10 years at High Hrothgar, learning the way of the voice. Then the Great War came. I couldn't stand missing it. I often think about High Hrothgar. It's very disconnected from the troubles down here. But that's why I couldn't stay, and why I couldn't go back. I suppose the Greybeards care about Skyrim's troubles, in their way. But I needed to do something about it. I'm sure Arngir would call it one of my failings. Yes, the oldest and most powerful, although he may not seem so. I doubt he's forgiven me for leaving. And for, well, for what he'd consider blasphemy. Using shouts for anything but worship of Kinnereth. You're Dragonborn. The rules don't apply to you. You can shout the way dragons do, without training, through inborn instinct. They always hope to teach the Dragonborn to respect the way of the voice as they do. They never fully succeed. You'll have to make your own decision. It's a beautiful philosophy, but outside the seclusion of High Hrothgar, I was never able to hold to it. Dalius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire still underestimates the force of our cause. It will be their undoing. My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison, such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning, at one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor. We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us. Talos watch over you.
Across the river to the northeast lies Ingle Barrow. Steer clear of that foul place, lest the Walking Dead claim you as their own.
Map updated.
If it's bed or board you're after, Candlehearth Hall's got both. We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
Am I allowed to?
Fight or die well. The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. I'm not a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that.
My stat's only
Got to
badly
thinking.
affected.
Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. I just don't know it yet. I need to ask you to stop. Can't say I've heard of any laws against whatever that is you're doing, but I'll lock you up if I have to. I've got my eye on you. My God! What manner of power is that?
Retard. It's retard power. Autism, I don't know where that is.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
That boy.
Sometimes I wonder if Ulfric understands you're going to Fort Newgrad. They have some of our boys locked up there. But with a little luck, we can turn that to our advantage. I've sent some men to scout out the area. Meet them. See if you can't find a way to slip in, free our men, and take over the fort. They'll never suspect an attack from the inside. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. You got the grit to get this done? We all have faith in you.
Ow.
I don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger.
I wish feeding on like graybeards and stuff gave you points, because when you go up to the graybeards, which I hadn't already, they teach you crap. They're like, oh, school, blah 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 stuff, you know, teach them. Yeah. I wish it would allow you to like drink and It's a masterpiece, basically. Wish my character didn't have diabetes, so I could actually run. Type 2. The soldiers can run faster than the freaking Dragonborn.
Well, hell, well, look who it is. How have you been?
Goddamn waiting.
Good to hear. I need this to go well. This is my first real command since they promoted me after Whiterun. You know, some nights when I close my eyes, I see the battle stretched out before me, like I'm still there. Do the men you've killed haunt you? Mine do. That's what I keep telling myself. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do. Don't we?
PTSD. Doom guy doesn't get PTSD.
We found a cave under the lake.
It's a
With
traumatic
luck,
event.
it'll lead into the prison. I need you to sneak in there and free our men, killing anyone inside as you go. Once you've rescued the prisoners, head out to the courtyard. We'll stand guard out here and rush in as soon as we hear fighting. Should be fun. You should wait until nightfall before trying to sneak in. Talos preserve you.
Is it night? Yep. Let's find Nord's master race. Battle cry perks. Best fighters. I'm just gonna kill everybody in a 5-mile radius. Oh, I call myself a dragon.
The guard has the key. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! has the key. Hurry! Get me out of here! Hey!
Oh my god.
The guard has the key.
Oh.
Send off my regards.
The guard has the key. Hey! Hurry! Thanks. Hurry! Let's teach these bastards a lesson. Thanks. I thought I was going to...
We're running out of bread.
So,
I hope the
what's the
supplies
plan?
get here soon. You must be all right if you've got time to complain.
What's the plan?
So I left the Stormcloak soldiers.
Damn faithless Imperials.
Oh yeah, I forgot to kill them.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
To give that right to me. Makes me moaned.
There's more of them somewhere around here.
Jumping. That's a lot of damage.
There's more of them somewhere around here. Lead the way.
For the Emperor!
Dude sounded like a kamikaze for the saw a bunch of Japanese when they were running out of trenches. Instead of swords with bayonets. out, and that was incorrect. It's like saying the wage gap exists. Jesus. Don't forget when you die, keep it around me. I'm so bad at this.
Great work. Get back and report our success. I'll stay here and clean up the mess. Glad you were here. Couldn't have done it without you.
Of course, being calm is an illusion.
Who do you think's killed more Imperials? You? Huh. I had heard you died. We'll show. Fate.
I'm proud we liberated Falkreath from the Empire. In many ways, it's the heart and soul of Skyrim, not to mention its rather strategic position. Some brothers have taken to calling you Bonebreaker. Evidence of your ferocity and determination, a fitting name. So we shall all call you thus. The war demands so much from us, and we give all we have to it and to the people. But I've kept a little something to offer you in appreciation.
Archer Bonebreaker.
Please take this on behalf of all the brothers and sisters. And I need capable and loyal warriors close at hand. So I'd like to offer you a home in Wenhelm. Speak with my steward, who'll make the arrangements.
I got a glass.
Get over to our camp in the Reach. They need every able body they can muster.
Don't worry, it's Terminator.
Go with the gods.
Noise. I don't like magic now. I need a pet raccoon. I remember in a different mission, in the Dark Brotherhood missions, you had to go to the Dragon's Bridge. I mean, I don't think you had to, but there was this, it was before you assassinated the Emperor. There was this dude who you were supposed to like replace with a letter to say that he was trying to assassinate him. I think it was like his cousin or some uncle, niece, whatever, retarded autist brother or something. And he's an Imperial general, so you had to put plans that just, you know, make him hate other Imperial generals. And then you'd assassinate him as chef. But I remember meeting him on that bridge and getting gangbanged by Imperial guards. I killed him with an axe, I think. Was that a dragon? Yeah, it's a dragon. I missed. Oh, my confidence is going out.
No! By the gods, I don't even know what to say.
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
In all my years, I've never seen such a thing.
Well, now I can't see. Because it's having a seizure inside of my eye.
Make us useful and chop up some firewood. There's a few coins in it for you. Working hard gives a man reason for drinking hard. Well, that and putting up with a wife like me. Her name's Olda. If you've met her, then you probably already know what I'm talking about. I swear that woman is the most spiteful shrew in all of Skyrim. I think there's a chunk of ice where her heart ought to be. Hard to say. It's ancient. That much we know for sure. It was here long before the town itself. I just hope the bridge survives the war. It's the only place you can cross the Karth River for a long way in either direction. Could be if one side wants to keep the other from coming across. They might try to knock it down. Damn right it has. Demand's never been so high. At least not since I built the new mill.
Tasty.
Until next time.
The lewd moan. Yet. The only way you can cross that river in like a long ways both ends. Sure, last time I was here there was a grizzly bear. Nope. It's not a grizzly bear, that is a bear. $40 damage, that's not a lot of damage. this game again? Played it when I was in like 4th, 3rd grade, maybe. I used to be so happy. Come back. Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
What do you want to eat?
Uh.
Ow, Pop, did you hear that? What do you want to eat? Come on.
Baconator.
He wants a Baconator.
Cheese fries, something.
Alright.
Love you, bye. Sweet tea.
Okay, love you, buddy.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's like a hunter lodge or whatever. When I had like full shout, I'd throw somebody off the edge. That's a different place, but there used to be. Nope, this is the place.
Your skin's as pale as the snow. Take a look.
Last time I was here, it was like a red guard woman, I think, that was on the edge. Some pricey. Let's see, he has 18 gold. I'll give him a bear pelt. He didn't give me anything.
Until next time. I guess I can look the other way this time.
I need nut when he does. Rhoda. I can't step on him. How do I cure vampirism? I just selling a whole. Now I'm crying. Minecraft. Every server I join, it's inspiring. Minecraft, commit suicide.
True.
Remember, I used to not join any sides, so I never got a house in winter, but I just like go to any camp I could, just slaughter them. Because they were soldiers, not guards.
Why'd you join the Stormcloaks?
The Empire would have us become... Get over to Markarth. Rumor has it, the Jarl's steward, Rayrek, is a faithful Talos worshipper, if not a true son of Skyrim. He still supports the Empire, after all. But, if confronted with proof of his belief, you might be able to persuade him to aid our cause. Indirectly, of course. Wouldn't want to sully his reputation, would we? You'll need to be careful with this one. The Jarl's men won't look kindly on you rummaging through the steward's quarters. I can always count on you, can't I?
why'd you join the Stormfolks?
I don't want some snotty elf telling me what gods I can and can't worship.
Like, most realistic part of Skyrim, though, I gotta admit. Very realistic game, I must say. I'll go kill a dragon. Suicide. It's for Dragon Danger. Oh! I remember this place. I think there was a dragon. No, there was no way there was a dragon. It's gay. That was a good shot. Don't be fired. Oh, you fell back to the Some gay voice though. Oh, I hear Mayor. How they can make dragons crash. Oh yeah, go super fast. It literally fly away. Dang. Sucks. Oh my god, it's mad retarded. Nash and Dash. Nobody's gonna watch this, but I love this game so much. It and Minecraft and stuff like that were the best games when I was growing up. Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare, stuff like that. Gamers. I want them to play this game. There's gonna be people complaining about something about a mod, and I'll go kill them. I haven't killed a single Phosphorn yet. They're pretty good builds. I don't know if they're mine, but I remember using a orcish bow, and then I switched to a Phosphorn bow because it looked really cool. Actually, it was pretty gay, but pretty good damage and stuff. Going around here with my Dark Brotherhood armor on to increase my stealth stat by cutting all the innocent guards' throats.
This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
Safest city. We'll see what happens as soon as I walk in here.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home.
Oh.
This pendant would look lovely on my
What was that? Thought I heard something.
I bleed nothing but the Reach!
I die for my people.
Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone, stay back. The Markarth city guard.
Just eat to lose weight.
Have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? I'm so sorry. I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. I'd better get going.
It's no problem.
Bloody enough for you, outsider? Then you found your home, friend. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. Welcome. Jarl is who you want to talk to.
Always coin to be made killing off some forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts.
Yeah, you can find human hearts and stuff. Some enemies, you have to like run in circles around things because you'll be like, whatever they're called, heart of it. They lose their soul. They soul too much.
Be safe, I hope.
Pretty cool. I love how much stuff is in this game. NPCs and such, better than Fallout 76.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the roads.
You speak to Igmund, son of Orolfdir, Jarl of Markarth. My guards told me, poor Margaret, and witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control.
The rest of the Reach is on its own.
I don't know you, and I don't sell what precious property we have to outsiders. But if you're willing to work, and you prove to be reliable, I might deem you worthy to live here. My steward will handle things from there. Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty, unreliable. But I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them. We will see. I want no mercy for those Forsworn. Understand?
You're trespassing here. You'd better clear out.
I'm just waiting until I starve so I can get the embrace the shadows thing.
Trespassing here. You'd better clear out.
I'm Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward. Not here. Come with me. Stay close, and the guards will leave you alone.
Forsworn have troubled the Reach for too long. I intend to deal with them.
What?
Markarth is not without its problems, but the Empire is here to take order.
The Dominion is here, and we're watching you.
As his housecarl, Igmund's security is my chief concern.
I suppose you're here to extort something from me. Is that it? Well, what is it you want?
Where's that?
So, you're one of Ulfric's spies. I can't deny the man is right about a few things, but I've seen firsthand what Ulfric is capable of, given the chance. Suffice it to say, he is no friend to Markarth, and no friend of mine. My first and only loyalties are to my nephew, and to this city.
God.
What if I told you about a large shipment of silver and weapons? Oh no, I won't tell you anything more until we have an agreement. Enough to make a significant difference in the war. Well, I suppose I'm not left much choice in the matter, am I? Very well. I trust a hefty purse of septims will suffice. They're taking it by wagon to Solitude. If you hurry, you'll catch them before they get far. It'll be a fairly slow-moving caravan. The shipment's quite heavy and guarded by many men. Now, let's pretend we never had this discussion. The Jarl has put out a bounty on Forsworn. Here, take a look at this decree for details. I have letters to read.
Trespassing here. You'd better clear out.
As his housecarl, Igmund's security is my chief concern.
Secured.
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
Probably gonna look back here, vampirism. Since I can't join the companions anymore. Rickrolled their city.
You don't know anything about this house?
No.
Anyone
I
seen
want to
entering
this.
or... Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? Damn. It's like everyone in this city has amnesia. I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, legal rites and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
I'm gonna beat an old man senseless.
Fresh food. No wood rot on the furniture. Someone's been here. Recently. But the people I asked say no one enters or leaves. Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on. We're getting
not. I am yelling.
Come out. We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open.
Stendar's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
You first. Come on. Get out of my head, Daedra.
Kill. You will kill or you will die.
Well, another maggot squashed beneath my foot.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal. Further down. Yes, further into the bowels. Fool! Did you think Moleg Bal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak. Yes, it's an altar. Men would come and sacrifice the wretched in my name. The weak would be punished by the strong. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrate the altar until you came. Revenge? No, I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing, captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
It does like 32 damage. Well, it did what I had it. Has other stuff added to it. Let's do that later. But you find this old dude in the cage in a frostbite place. I'm hoping it's what the Jarl and the steward were asking for.
We'll handle things from here. Move along. If those Whiterun guards can take down the dragon, so can we.
Hope I don't draw guard duty. Go tell the commander. I'm sure the food in your
When we
arms-
have reclaimed our homeland from the Imperials. Good job. I knew you'd come back with something for me. It just so happens I've got some scouts along the road. Meet up with them, and together see if you can't overpower the caravan.
Terminus against the Evermeans. Yeah. This is outside of Marker, there's a secret chest that has quite a few items and coin. I remember exactly how to get it. It's like, oh, hurt my racist. Their legs just shrink.
You must be all right if you've got time to complain. Hey there. I was wondering if I'd run into you out here. The Reach is a beautiful but dangerous place, eh? One false step and you'll fall to your death. That is, if those Forsworn don't get you first. Have you seen those Briarheart men? That's some evil magic right there. What brings you? You have the look of purpose in your eyes. We're running out of bread. Really? It just so happens we've been tracking a wagon for about a day now. So that's what's in there. coins and weapons. How do you know that? That was crafty. I'm sure having a steward in the pocket will come in handy. Lucky for us that the wagon recently had a little accident. They're stranded now, just up the road. We're outnumbered, but I have a plan. You got here just in time. First, we're going to take out their sentry. Then we'll situate ourselves overlooking the camp. Next, you'll infiltrate their position and get their attention, while we hit them with a barrage of arrows. With a bit of luck, we'll catch them completely off guard and even the odds a little. Good idea. Let me know when you're ready. Legion soldiers gleam like fresh fallen snow and clank like a kitchen. They head this way, we'll know it.
Just like the commercials. Some big piece of American food.
I'll fight the entire Legion myself if they dare show their faces here. Ready to do this?
Yeah, I gotta report.
Fight ready to do this?
Well.
Good. There's a sentry patrolling the hill. We'll go in quiet and drop them with a combined arrow barrage. Keep low. Fire on my word. Glad you're here. Fire! All right. You infiltrate their camp. We'll cover you from the ridge. Good luck. That's all you've got. This is not cold in the fire. No, it's not. Guess they deserve it. We make quite a team, eh? I'll stay here and guard the shipment. You get back to camp with news. Have them send some men with a new wagon. This one isn't going anywhere.
Boy, these 5 swords. These thick swords, actually. jump by some Phosmorn. I remember jumping down.
That's the fight of a flame!
Yeah, their bows are good.
Well done. I'll send men with a wagon to collect our prize. We'll put the weapons to use here, and I'll send the coin back to Windhelm. You're going to Fort Sungard. Meet the brothers preparing for the attack. Then join them in wiping out the Imperials. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. What do you say? Can you do this? Good. You've got real fire in you. I like that. Talos guide you.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
I am Barat. Southern places. Legs.
Fuck. We'll show those faithless dogs who this land... Bonebreaker?
Oh, I love that name.
That's it? That your best? Huh? nothing!
Damn you!
I just drink butter.
Yeah!
Was he not gonna attack?
Die, damn you!
They won't tag me now, right?
Victory is yours!
Lucky critical, Jesus Christ.
Hope I don't run guard.
Are you from Joe?
Don't tell the commander.
This is why I hate this game so much. It's annoying.
All right. Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again. Then I guess that's your last request, fool. That's the best you can do?
It's actually a fair fighter. For the
Legion soldiers gleam like fresh fallen snow, lank like a pitch.
Burn the vampire!
Bastard!
this dude with the sword. Unlucky critical.
Gotta try now, huh?
What a legend. Oh my god. Oh, it's confusing the AI. Can't kill him because he's walking. Because the AI, depending on your speed, they aim far ahead to compensate for how fast you're going and how fast the arrow is going. So they aim ahead, so if you just walk in a direction, that's why I always jump like this and change directions, because they'll shoot a foot to the left. If I do this, I'll switch to the left.